So the new PlayStation 5 Slim reveals a lot of changes, The Last of Us Part 3 and The Last of Us spin-off game, and the Wolverine PlayStation 5 pre-orders. Those are the stories we're going to cover today, and if you could hit that like button on the video, thank you to those that do it, and as always, it's very much appreciated. First, from 1 to 10, what is your hype level for Wolverine PlayStation 5? The game is set to launch next fall, and I've seen the trailer a bunch of times at this point. I'm very excited. That's pretty much clear. The trailer is at 7 million views at this point, so a lot of people are excited as well. But what about you guys? So comment below from 1 to 10, what is your current hype level for Wolverine PlayStation 5? Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the first story of the video, the new PlayStation 5 Slim changes revealed. Reading from Twisted Voxel, a new teardown of Sony's latest PlayStation 5 Slim revision has revealed several intriguing design changes, though not all will be welcomed by players. The breakdown, performed by YouTuber Austin Evans, following the model's recent European launch, uncovered both cosmetic alterations and deeper engineering adjustments in what is now referred to as the 2100 model. On the surface, the most noticeable shift is aesthetic. The console has abandoned the glossy paneling of the previous Slim version in favor of a full matte finish. While this change makes for a more uniform appearance, the true story lies inside the system. At 2400 grams, the 2100 model is about 156 grams lighter than its immediate predecessor, a weight reduction achieved by reworking the cooling system and replacing some of the heavy steel shielding with thinner stamped metal. The teardown also revealed changes to the cooling architecture. X-ray analysis showed a restructured heat pipe layout and a reduction in voltage regulator modules from 7 to 5. Some metal components have been swapped for plastic, a clear signal of Sony's focus on cutting production costs. However, the most controversial discovery concerns storage. The new PlayStation 5 Slim ships with 825GB SSD, a downgrade from the 1TB drive offered in the earlier Slim revision. So, I checked out the video myself from Austin yesterday, and it pretty much was that he was impressed by how well the revision was done, a more efficient, lighter console, pretty much everything the same in terms of performance to the previous console, but the smaller SSD is what the big downside is. Sony is clearly trying to save wherever they can, but it obviously sucks when they don't reduce the price for the consumer along with it. I hope these higher price issues that we've been having with tariffs and all of this don't make their way to next generation. And if you're enjoying the video so far, hit that subscribe button and join our growing community on our way to 150,000 subscribers. Now, diving into the second story of the video, Wolverine PlayStation 5 pre-orders. So this is something I wanted to discuss that I haven't really seen anyone talk about, which makes sense. The game is still a year away. Wolverine PlayStation 5 was re-revealed last week, and in that state of play, they mentioned that the next time we'd see Wolverine would be in spring of 2026. I love that they're doing this because people have a clear answer for when they're going to see more of this game. They're not left in the dark. Insomniac has a clear schedule set up. Spring is March, April, or May, and around this time is when they're going to give us another look at the game, and I think it's going to be the full gameplay video like they did for Spider-Man 2 in May of 2023. That gameplay video was a full 10-minute long gameplay video showcasing the game. I could see that same thing happening for Wolverine in spring of 2026, probably May of 2026. Now, if we follow that same timeline, Wolverine could get a gameplay reveal around that same time, May of 2026, with pre-orders potentially going live similar to Spider-Man 2 in June of 2026. The only difference here could potentially be if Sony shifts the game's release month a bit and it doesn't release in October of next year, but really Ghost of Yotei is releasing in October, Spider-Man 2 released in October. Sony seems to favor this month when it comes to the fall season. So that's how I personally see Wolverine PlayStation 5's schedule playing out, going down next year. A May showcase, June pre-orders going live, and an October 2026 release date. But that's just how I see it. Of course, let's see how things actually play out, but you guys let me know if you're excited to pre-order Wolverine PlayStation 5 or not. Let me know down in the comments below.
'Cause I ain't no hero. I'm Wolverine.
And now diving into the final story of the video, The Last of Us Part 3 and The Last of Us spin-off game. So for a while now, we've had Neil Druckmann seemingly tease us about a third Last of Us game and that there is another story to tell, but it also would require the stars to align for this game to actually be made. That's kind of the gist that we have, that it would require a lot of effort for this game to be made. It's by chance that this game could be made, but he does have a concept or a story for a third title. Not too long ago, we also had Neil confirm that he's working on multiple Last of Us projects. Now, we don't know what they are, and not all of them might be video games. Like recently, they released a trailer about the creators behind The Last of Us Part 2 and how Sony's technology has assisted with creating that world. Like, that could be potentially considered a Last of Us, quote-unquote Last of Us project, I guess. But obviously, people care about video games. He recently posted on Instagram for The Last of Us Day saying this: "Love how the script book churned out lots of memories while flipping through the pages. Happy The Last of Us Day. Can't wait to give y'all more The Last of Us updates when the time is right." So, like, this guy has clearly been teasing more The Last of Us a good few times at this point. The Last of Us Part 3 is a possibility of a game that they're working on. We know they have 2 confirmed projects. Intergalactic is one of them, and the other is a project that we don't know about, but it's been in the works for 3 years. Over 3 years at this point, approaching 4 by May of next year. A lot of people theorize that this project is potentially Uncharted related and that there is early work on a third project that is potentially The Last of Us Part 3. So Intergalactic, Uncharted related project, and potentially The Last of Us Part 3. One other possibility I've theorized before is that Naughty Dog could repurpose what they did for Factions 2. Remember when they revealed Factions 2, or I guess what we would call a reveal? We didn't actually see the game itself, but they stated that there is a full cinematic campaign here that was connected to an online world, but there is still a story that's being told here. Why waste that whole story, that whole campaign, and not rework it into a single player game that's focused on a different group of characters and sell that as an independent game to people to play the story that was told by this different cast of people in the Last of Us world? Of course, maybe, and I'm coping here again, maybe they could even salvage some of the multiplayer side of Factions and drop that on the side with this new side story that they're telling here. Add a little Factions 2 gameplay, 4v4 multiplayer. I'll buy this game easy, day one. It's a story about a different group of characters in the Last of Us world with Last of Us Factions 2 multiplayer on the side. That's an easy day one purchase for me. Of course, that's just a theory, but let's see how it goes. You guys let me know if you want more of The Last of Us or not. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button. As it always helps, and subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And now, I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is the part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below if you're old. Welcome back if you're new. Welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is to body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with "ready for the PlayStation Games." Obviously, in reference to PlayStation's upcoming titles, we have Ghost of Yotei, we have Wolverine, we have Intergalactic, and we have Sorrows, and of course, there's more games to be announced as well. I'm excited for all of those. If you are as well, destroy the comment section with "ready for the PlayStation Games," and I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now, I'll check you guys out on the next one.